So this is Miss Dutchins, and I'm going to go over the creative writing syllabus. And after you're done watching this video, you're going to go ahead and open up go back to the Google form, and you're going to answer questions based on this video. So with creative writing, it's a semester-long elective, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at different forms of creative writing. So short stories, narratives, poems, and things like that. And then you guys are going to be creating your own forms of these things. So that's what we're going to be doing over the semester. This syllabus basically tells you everything that you need to know about this class. Make sure to go here first if you have a question, especially if it has to do with grades or things like that. Before you ask me, just because a lot of times it's a quick answer that you can find in the syllabus. So in the welcome message, it just tells you that this is the syllabus and this is where you can find all the good information. If you click here, you can get to know me, and you can just I don't know, if you click it, it just gives you to a little slide. This is for people who want to know a little bit about me. I know most of you may not care, but it's really weird meeting your teacher through a screen, so I created this little slide for you guys so you can just see what I'm about. So with communications, so if you read this, it says, if you have any questions or concerns and you would like to set up a Google Meet conference, please email me at this email. Please do not use my GAF email. My GAF email, it gets buried, all my emails get buried on top of each other with Google Classroom messages. So a lot of times I don't see messages when they're in Google, when they're sent to my GAF. So if you do need to send me an email, send it to this email, and I'll try to get back to you in 24 to 48 hours. I am not always at my computer, and my computer is where my work email is located. I don't have it on my phone. So when you guys message me on my email, you have to wait until I get back to my computer, which is usually the next day after I stopped working. So the Remind app, though, is on my phone, and my phone's always with me, just like you guys. And so if you want to message me something quick, I can answer you quickly because the Remind app is attached to my phone. So that's why it's really important that you utilize the Remind app, because if you have a question, I can send you a screenshot of where to find something. I can send you a link. I can answer your questions super quickly. I have all your parents in there. It's just easy for me, and it's going to be easy for you. So Remind is one of those important resources that I'm going to use all the time. So make sure that you have that and that you're joining the class. So the other important resources are all your Google Classroom assignments are going to be pushed through Google Classroom. So I'm never going to give you an assignment in Remind and tell you to complete it on a different website. You'll always complete the assignment on Google Classroom, or in Google Classroom, sorry. So with that being said, with Remind, I'm going to be using that as my primary way to communicate. But as far as announcements go, I'm going to usually announce in Google Classroom and in Remind. So you'll be able to see both announcements. So whether it's a Google Meet code or it's when something's due, you're going to see it and show up in both places. So the online agenda. So the online agenda is going to be sent to you every Sunday, and the reason for that is I want to make sure that everybody has a chance to look at it before the week starts. So I'm going to go ahead and click the online agenda so I can show that to you guys. So this is the creative writing agenda, and so what you have up here is you have all these different resources that you can click. So you have my Remind code, that should say CW, not history. Let me go ahead and fix that for you. So CW, there you go. So click here for YouTube resources. This is the videos that you're watching right now. That's where this takes you, is to all those videos. There's a student class app, which would be probably a good thing for you to save on your phone. And there's a My Class website. There's also class syllabus, which I'm going over right now, a parent class app, and then if you do not know how to read this agenda, there's another video that you can watch, and it will show you how to read this agenda. So this is the schedule for this week, but it just kind of shows you where things are going for the week. So it's always going to be in this order. It's going to be attendance, click here to watch, and then complete. So when it says attendance, I'm usually going to put the Google code right there. So attendance, it'll have the Google code link right here, starting next week, starting Monday. That's for the first 15 minutes class. Then the other part of class, you're going to be doing an assignment. So it'll say click here to watch, because that will be the directions for that day's assignment. And then where it says complete, that will be what you need to complete for that class period. So whatever I assign on Thursday will always be due on Friday. And then whatever I assign on Monday will always be due on Tuesday. And then whatever is assigned on Wednesday will always be due on Wednesday. So this makes it easy for you guys, but also know that if you finish the assignment on Monday, because you're just like, a go-getter, you won't have to do anything in this class on Tuesday. All the assignments are meant to last you 2 days, but it kind of is an incentive to finish them on the first day because it kind of gives you more time to do your other classwork on the second day. So that is the class online agenda. And again, that'll be sent to you every Sunday. Then we go down here to grading. So it says click here for the grading policy. So if I click that, it's going to open up grading and assignment detail. So your class is going to be by points, and the way you're going to get your points is you have Google Classroom assignments, which are 30 points each. You have 2 of those a week. You get Wednesday writes, which are every Wednesday, so that's 1. And then you have a digital notebook assignment each time you do one of these. So if Monday and Tuesday, you'll have to do a notebook page. Wednesday, you'll have to do a notebook page. And then Thursday and Friday, you'll have to do a notebook page. So 3 notebook pages a week. Those notebooks are going to be graded every 18 pages. So every 18 pages, I'm going to have you turn it in, and then I'm going to grade it on a rubric, and you're just going to out of 50 points. So these are the different types of assignments you'll see in Google Classroom. So with the Wednesday writes, they're a little different than the history ones because you guys will be having free writes. So basically what's going to happen is I'm going to give you a topic and you're going to write about it. So the topic could be summer, and then you're going to either write me a poem, or you're going to write me a short story, or you're going to write me a narrative about whatever that topic is. So just kind of creative writing stuff. So that's going to happen every Wednesday. Then your digital notebook. So anytime you have an assignment, like a Google Classroom assignment or a Wednesday write, you'll always have to do a notebook page. And these are just closing assignments. So what these are is just questions that you'll have to answer at the end of every assignment. Kind of like an exit ticket. The digital notebook is already made for you. You do not have to make your own. And hopefully it should help with those people that are like horribly organized. Because I've seen a lot of bad notebooks in my day. All right. So Google Classroom assignments, if it has that label, again, it's going to be 30 points. You'll get 2 of those a week. And this is how I grade my assignments, just on a very basic scale. So that's there. I'm going to go back to this. Late work. I will accept late work anytime before the end of the semester. However, all late work will receive partial credit. If there is something that prevents you from turning in the assignment on time, you have to tell me in order to get full credit when you turn it in late. Because if there's not a valid excuse for why it's late, then you're going to lose points off of it. But let's say your internet was totally not working, you couldn't get into a Google Meet and all that other stuff. As long as you let me know ahead of time, you'll be able to turn it in late and you'll get full credit. But if you don't tell me and it's just an unexcused for why it's late, then you will lose credit. So zeros. A 0 in PowerSchool means I did not receive the assignment from you. Zeros can be changed. If you have a 0, this is probably what happened. You didn't turn in the assignment. So it's going to say 0, and it's going to have a missing flag on it, and it's there to notify you that this is missing, and you will get a 0 if you don't turn it in. So it doesn't mean that you can't do it anymore. It just means that I want to get your attention, and if you don't do it, it will stay a 0. So if you do not know how to check for missing assignments, there's a little button right here that says click here. It takes you to a video that shows you how to check missing assignments in Google Classroom. But yeah, that's how the syllabus works. If you have any other questions, email or message me on Remind, or email my CRPUSD. But other than that, that's it. Thank you.